In today's video, we are going to dig deeper into the home buying process and talk about getting your finances right. So buckle up, grab some drinks, and let's go. Hi, and welcome to our channel. I'm Wolph Pierre, the Homestead Warrior.
And I'm Angel Pierre, the Bohemian Homegirl. And we are both with VIP Real Estate out here in wonderful Colorado.
If you're interested in learning about real estate in Colorado, then please be sure to hit the subscribe button. We'll be discussing various topics every week, so don't miss out. Disclaimer, we are not credit score experts. So if you need advice on your credit score, please seek out a credit score expert. So what is a FICO credit score?
A FICO credit score helps lenders determine whether you're trustworthy in paying back your bills. Okay? It makes or breaks your ability to get loans, to get rentals, that's home or car rentals. It affects your ability to get cars and even jobs sometimes. The lower your score, the lower your interest rate. Can you tell us what credit scores actually look like?
The FICO score ranges from 300 to 850. If your credit score is between 300 to 579, then you are in the poor range. 580 to 669 is fair. 670 to 739 is good. 740 to 799, you are in great shape. From 800 to 850, you are in the zone, my friend. You are excellent. While many lenders prefer that you are in the good to the excellent range, some lenders will go as low as 580 for your credit score and still work with you. Now, there are some factors that determine your credit score.
There's 5 determining factors for your credit score. The first one is payment history. Here that takes up 35%. The debts that you have take up 30%. The age of your individual accounts take up 15%. New inquiries take up 10%. The types of credit used take up another 10%. The types of credit are things like mortgages, credit cards, loans. You have to kind of mix and match and get a little bit of everything in there.
Right. And if you're looking to track your credit score, Experian is free, Equifax is free, but TransUnion is not. Also, I do believe that once a year you get a free consumer report that tells you what your credit score is too. So don't forget to add that to your repertoire.
All right. Again, we are not credit score experts.
Not by a long shot.
Yeah. So now we're going to tell you what helps and what hurts your credit score.
Now, this is just based on that research that we've done. Once again, we want to stress out that we are not credit score experts. So, things that will most likely hurt you.
Right. Maxing out your cards. Okay, we all love to go shopping. Do not max out your cards. Okay, spend about 25%, okay, of each of your cards, and you should be good to go. Don't close any of your cards, especially the old ones, because we want old accounts, okay? Paying off large loans, paying off a house can actually hit your credit score. They love it when they're getting your money, so you want to, well, if you can, keep those large loans active, okay? High credit utilization. So if you're above 30% on your debts, on your credit card debts and such, of course, it's going to hit you negatively. Okay, lots of new applications will also do some damage. You want to minimize how often you're requesting people to hit your credit. Okay, 30 to 90 days late is really bad. 30 days late puts you into pre-foreclosure. Okay. 90 days late on credit cards is like the absolute no-no.
Right.
So you definitely want to consider these things and just try to stay away from these things, okay? But what helps your score?
What helps you with your credit score is if you have a credit card, use it. The second part is to use it sparingly. Keep the usage below 25%, do not go and start shopping and max out your credit card, because that is going to negatively affect your credit score. The next thing to do is to make sure that you make your payments on time every month. If you can, pay off the entire balance. If not, then at the very least, you know you're making the payments on time every month. Your old accounts, make sure that they are staying open, but that they are in good health and good standing. And lastly, if it looks like you will not be able to make a certain payment on time, then call your creditor, because 9 times out of 10, they are willing to work with you. So don't forget. The next item on our list is the debt to income ratio, or DTI for short. What the DTI is, it is what you are bringing in income versus what's going out, your debt. When a lender is considering giving you a loan, they are looking at your debt to income ratio to see if you will be able to afford your monthly payments based on your DTI.
Right. 35% or less is generally good. 36% to 49% means that the lender might require some extra things of you to ensure that the loan is going to clear. And 50% or above, you're not really living within your means.
Yep, you are what we call barely keeping your head above water.
Right. It means that you really don't have money to save. You really don't have money if something were to come up. So lenders are less likely to lend to you, highly unlikely to lend to you under those circumstances.
All right, now let's talk cash and when you need to have it. One of the first 2 things you are going to be hit with when your house goes under contract is earnest money and cash for inspection. Now, the earnest money is like an engagement ring. It's your way of telling the seller that you are serious about buying this house. And usually the earnest money is about 1% of the purchase price. So if the house is $500K, then $5,000 is a good indicator of good faith, which is what it is called in most instances. It is a good faith fund. And once again, you are telling the seller that you're serious about buying this property. The inspection goes between $300 to $500. And it is one of the first items on the list that you are going to come across when you're getting ready to go to the stages of being on a contract. And you want to have that money as soon as possible, within, I would say, 10 to 13 days of the house going on the contract, because the inspector will be expecting payment as soon as the job is done.
So at closing, there's quite a few more costs, and that's the ones that everybody is familiar with. You're going to have to pay for your appraisal at closing. It's typically between about $400 to $1,000. It'll be rolled into the closing costs. And then 1 to 3% of the cost of your loan, up to about $15,000 is the most I've ever seen before.
I believe so.
Are actually the closing costs. Those are fees, and they can add up a little bit, but from time to time, I've actually seen them come back relatively low. That's up to you and the title company and the lender, and negotiated within the contract.
Lastly, your monthly budget. You want to calculate your monthly budget to determine how much you want to pay versus what you're approved for. Now, in our last video, remember me telling you that just because you're approved for a Ferrari doesn't mean that you should buy a Ferrari. So, once again, heed my advice. Live within your means.
Have you heard of the 28% rule?
No, what's the 28% rule?
The 28% rule is 28% of your monthly gross income. Lenders will approve you for, I believe FHA said 31%. You definitely want to try to stick to about 28% to be within any reasonable means. It may be different for you, but 28% is the rule. If you liked this video and you want more information, be sure to check below for the link to our free downloadable home buyer's guide.
We will be posting new videos every week, so don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Thank you for watching.